Former Beverly Hills 90210 star Ian Ziering is losing his California zip code and heading to Las Vegas for a stint in Chippendales. He'll be showing off his dance moves on the Strip this summer, and he joins me now to talk all about it. Ian, great to have you here.
Thanks.
All right, so you're not the first celebrity to do this. Jeff Timmons of 98 Degrees,
right.
Joey Lawrence. What made you want to do Chippendales?
You know, that's a tough question because it blindsided me. I got a call from my manager.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me if I was open-minded today. Are you in a good mood today? And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He's like, well, Chippendales called, and they would like to know if you would consider hosting the month of June. And immediately my thoughts raced to visions of Chris Farley dancing with Patrick Swayze, you know, because I had put on a few pounds as a, you know, new dad and husband of a wife who was pregnant. You really just, you become last. So I wasn't really taking care of myself. So after that vision flashed through my mind, I said, are you serious? Are you, seriously, Glenn, tell me. He said, no, this is a real deal, and if you're interested. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? What is hosting Chippendales? I said, do I have to, you know, wear the collar and the cuffs? They're like, yeah, it's part of the gig. You know, the iconic bow tie and French cuffs. And I asked my wife, I said, honey, what do you think about this opportunity? You know, it's a month in Vegas and dancing for Chippendales and screaming women, and it's all of that. She's like, well, it'll be just like your 90s again. And I said, yeah, but, you know, this is more targeted. This is shirts off and, you know, jumping around, having fun. She's like, I think you should do it, Magic Ian. So, you know, I got her blessing, and then I called my manager back. I said, look, you know, this would be a great opportunity for me to get back into shape because now it's part of my wheelhouse. I have to take care of myself for my job. So it refocused me, and I lost about 23 pounds, 24 pounds in the last 6-8 weeks, and I'm working on the choreography now because it's a very well-produced show. This is not a haphazard, you know, men taking the stage and doing their thing. This is a produced Las Vegas show.
Well, it is a very, like you said, stage production. You've done that before. You were on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
How do you think that prepped you for this?
You know, I think if it was drunk nightclub Dancing with the Stars, I think my single days in the bar scene probably would have gotten me a little further than formal ballroom dancing, but I've always had some rhythm. You know, this is going to be a blast. I am so looking forward to this. It's ridiculous. I'm like really excited about it.
We're looking forward to seeing you out there. There was a point where TMZ called you fat.
Yes.
How did you get yourself into shape? You mentioned earlier, you know, you're working out the last few weeks, but you're looking good.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
You know, it was just back in the gym and dieting and, you know, eating right and exercising. And, you know, these guys, they're all like, I think average 6'5", 240 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. So to get up on stage with these Adonises is, that's a little scary.
Right, right. I have to ask, when you look back on your time on Beverly Hills 90210, what do you remember most?
Tiffany Thiessen flashing her chest at me.
That's pretty memorable.
Yeah, that's like emblazoned right in my mind. That was pretty memorable. It was at Steve's 21st birthday party where the Goo Goo Dolls played, and I'll remember vividly how I had this long walk and talk with Jason Priestley down one of the corridors of the Queen Mary, and then I said, okay, good night, Brandon, and I walked into my room, and I opened the door, and Tiffany was just right behind the door, and she goes like this and flashed me real quick, and it's so funny because I see that episode every once in a while, and I'm walking, and all of a sudden I open the door and I go like this, and I walk in, and it's just, I had so much fun on that show. It was like a jungle gym for 10 years. Steve Sanders.
Yeah.
Steve Sanders. Every day I'd open the script with eager anticipation, wondering what this bonehead was going to get into next. You know, and I got to live vicariously through his exploits. It was really a dream job. He wasn't all good guy. He wasn't all bad guy. He was like the kind of guy we all knew in high school who would screw up once in a while, but, you know, was fun. And I got to embody that. So it was really a lot of fun.
A real character, you know. Do you still keep in touch with the guys and the gals from the show?
Oh, yeah. I just got a text from Jason Priestley busting my balls about Chippendales. He's like, what's next? You going to be a four-top play in Vegas?
Congratulations, you're a dad for the second time.
Yeah.
What's the best part of being a father?
The overwhelming joy that you can't even grasp when people tell you about how wonderful it is to have kids and you don't have them yet. you understand how great it is, but you can't fathom the depth of that comment until you're holding your own kids. So love's in full bloom in my house. I'm a lucky guy.
A lot to be thankful for.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming in today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, Ian Ziering. You can catch him on Chippendales this summer.
Yeah, come on out, June,
for
at the Rio.
The Rio. And for this and all things entertainment, stay with CBSNews.com.